A reflection for Saturday, July 25th, Feast of St. James Apostle. A young man once cleaned out his late father's garage when he found an old, worn out pair of work boots. They were cracked, muddy, and almost falling apart. His first thought was to throw them away. But tucked inside one boot was a note written in his father's handwriting saying, "These boots carried me wherever my family needed me. They were worn because they were used with love." The son held the boots close and wept because he realized that what looked worn out was actually a witness to a life well lived. Now, what if God measures our lives the way that son looked at those old boots? Not by how polished we appear, but by how much we have been worn out in love. In the Gospel of today, from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 20, James and his brother, led by their mother, dream of sitting beside Jesus in glory. Like many of us, they imagine greatness as a place of honor. But surprisingly, Jesus changes the meaning of greatness. He says rather that the greatest is the one who serves. Thus, the question that must guide our life is not where will I sit, but whom will I do or do I need to love, and whose burden can I help carry? In the first reading today, from this letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 2, Paul makes a bold statement that we are earthen vessels carrying God's treasure. I'm sure you know that clay jars cracked, chips, and even wear down. Yet that is precisely where God's power becomes visible. A life spent serving may look ordinary, even exhausted, but in God's eyes, it is beautiful. This is exactly what St. James eventually understood. Thus, we can say the disciple who once sought a place of honor became the apostle who gave everything for Christ. His life became like those old boots, worn out, not by ambition, but by faithful love. So, my dear friends, as we celebrate this feast today, perhaps we should reflect honestly, asking, when my journey is over, will there be sign that I loved enough to wear myself out for God and for others? Because that is the kind of greatness that never fades. May God bless you.